Hello, everyone. Good evening. This is Lafishi. My name is Blessing. Thank you so much for coming to my channel this afternoon for an update of the news that we broadcasted 2 days ago of the Zimbabwean woman that was caught in her matrimonial home with a pastor. Now, the story is unfolding, and I have updates about this. So that's the pastor's. His name is Pierce Enoch Peters, and he's the pastor of, I think the church is called God Ministry, and he's a Zimbabwean. No, Zambian. Yeah, this story actually happened in Zambian, and this pastor is actually married to a beautiful wife, and he has a church that is basically for deliverance. So what actually happened? Because I was wondering, because for me personally, this story has gone viral. People are talking about it. What made this pregnant woman to want to sleep with the pastor and then the husband to come in? Now that's the husband. So what I've done is I've done a detailed research about what actually happened. You guys are going to be blown away by the whole story because it's actually very daty, and you actually started with oh, I'm not going to just start blaming anybody. Let me tell you, let me just let you guys listen to the first thing that triggered all this. Now, this is the audio of the conversation that the woman had with the husband's side chick. Now, this audio has been verified. Is in If you go to any Zambian newspaper blog, they have all this video and they have this audio, and this was what actually triggered the camel back. Listen to this.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, thank you for
I'm okay. How are you?
fine, thanks.
Okay. May I know you, please?
I'm also on the line. I just saw the message via messenger.
Okay.
Yeah,
My name is Tessa.
okay.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to talk to you concerning your husband. Is he around?
No.
Okay.
Uh,
Where is he?
Pardon? Hello?
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 Yes, I wanted to talk to you about Mr. Hamchange.
Uh,
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I can ask you this question. You stay with him?
yes, he's my husband.
Uh-huh.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah,
So, I've been with him for almost 2 years.
okay.
Okay.
Mm,
So I just wanted to find out. I don't know he's been giving me stories
uh,
that don't put you in the picture.
Pardon?
He's been giving me stories that don't include you in the picture.
Okay.
So I wanted to get the story from you.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
What stories has he been giving you?
That you're not in the picture.
I'm not in the picture.
No.
As in, I don't exist in his life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. Are you home?
No, I'm not home. When was the last time you saw him?
This morning.
You saw him this morning?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What time was it?
Around 8. He came to pick up the vehicle that I've been having.
He came to pick up the vehicle that you've been having.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you guys, like, what are your plans
Well, he tells me he would want to settle down.
with you?
That's why I decided to get in touch with you.
Okay, but how did you come to know about me?
Okay, so this is what happened. I got his phone today,
Uh,
and then that's when I found out about it. And the only thing he told me was that you two are having a child, but you're not married.
That what?
That you're expecting a child.
Uh-huh.
So he was apologizing about getting pregnant, but he insisted you're not married. So that story didn't sit well with me, and that's why I
Oh,
wanted to get your side of the story.
oh, okay. So, okay, as in, okay. Anyway, you did well. Okay. Where do you stay?
I'm in Chalala.
You stay in Chalada?
Yes, Kasama Road.
Kasama Road. What vehicle did you come and pick up in the morning?
The Pajero is not easy.
Pardon?
The Prado.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you're the one who was using it?
Well, he usually parks it at my place, so I use it sometimes.
You usually park it there?
Yeah. He parks it there. I have my own car, but I use it sometimes. So I'm the one with it.
Or you use it sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's with me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's been telling you stories. Yeah, not really stories. Those are not stories. Like you guys are planning to settle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I wanted to get the story from you because his stories are not adding up. They're not making sense. That's why I decided to get in touch with
That's why you decided to get in touch with me.
you.
Okay, so like how did you do what is got my name as in for you to search me on Facebook like that?
He told me your name.
Pardon?
He told me your name.
He told oh okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
Mhm.
So now okay. Anyway that's good. That's good to hear. I would love to see you.
I would love to see you too. That's why I was asking if you're home because I know you're home. Would you
Oh
like
you
me to come home?
pardon?
That's why I was asking if you're home.
No, I'm not at home at the moment.
Okay, when will you be home?
Around 18 somewhere there.
I'm a bit far right now. Can we meet tomorrow?
All right, so that was the conversation that is trending that happened between the child side chick and Mata. Yeah. So when they got to know that the man was playing them, apparently, let me tell you the truth, Mata wasn't officially married to this man. Mata actually took this man away from his own wife. And she's been trying to get pregnant for some time now. And apparently she's been losing the child. And so while this was going on, they started going to this church, this man's church, who happens to be a spiritualist and who he says he's a prophet that can remove everything. Now, the whole story turned into something else when the side chick, from what the pastor said, listen, this is not me. This is the pastor's Facebook. Is there. You can go and Google his name. I did not delete his Facebook handle. This is what the pastor had to say. After this day, Martha invited me for prayers to protect her marriage because the husband started seeing another woman. The side chick paid me to ruin the marriage so that the husband to Martha should have more reasons to chase Martha away from the house to bring a new wife. That's why the husband went back home and find what you're seeing on the video circulating around. She called him to go back as planned. So this pastor planned with the side chick to ruin matters marriage. Now, I'm not gonna start. I will start blaming later. Yeah. And not only that, so ages. Say the side chick asked Martha's husband why they were praying, where they pray. Because she came direct at my church offering me the same deal she offered, the loss of money, and paid half in advance. So this pastor was paid to ruin Martha's marriage. You see, the pastor is all over on social media, talking about defamation of character, begging, activists to help him block the video, get the video not to be circulated. I'm not seeing any remorse in him, to be frank with you. He's showing us video of his family saying how he loves his family, how he loves his wife. And funny enough, let me even shock you guys. Today he was in church. Yes, so he was in church today. He even preached today because I had to Google and find out. It said he was in church and he preached. He even had supporters because he has gone to court now. Because what he's saying is that it was arranged, everything was planned between the side chick and him, and he was paid. And the woman actually told the man to come back home, and it was all planned. Now, another thing about this story is that Martha's family, I'm going to, tell you what Martha's family are saying. Martha's family are saying that actually Martha was in a trance. That's what they are saying. Yeah. So here is side of Martha's and family. So the husband found out that the two men have started communicating. So what they are saying is, this is Zambian Bulletin. So that's like Zambia. They are one of their well-known newspaper. And what they are saying is that when the husband found out that these two women now know each other, they've started communicating, they've started seeing and planning and knowing what he's doing. So, hence, he invited one of his friends to come through to his place and start staying with him, saying he's a sister's fiancé. So, one day, the husband told me he was going out for a memorial service in Choma. On his way to the church, he changed his mind and said to come back home while Martha was not aware of anything when he reached home. So what I said, Martha did not even know herself. So what they're saying is that the pastor was a friend that the husband said to come and stay in their house. And the pastor hypnotized her, and she just find herself naked with those things in the house. Now, this is the family side of the story. Why the pastor is saying that he was paid by the side chick. And this thing was all planned by him and the side chick, and they actually paid him in advance. You see, when we see a story, I like following up story because I need to know what actually happened here. The pastor admitted collecting money. Martha is saying that she was unconscious. She doesn't even know what was going on. She was fast asleep, like someone died or unconscious. Upon waking up, she found things for ritual setup and she was confused what was happening. That is what her close friends are saying and her family. Now, the pastor on his own is saying, sorry, people of Zimbabwe, this is my whom I love. He's apologizing and talking about, going to court, defamation of character. It is so many things about this story that when you look at it, it doesn't really add up. I'm just saying it doesn't really add up. We need to actually allow this story to run through the course before we start attacking this woman or attacking the man. But one thing we can confirm is the pastor himself saying that he was paid by the side chick. I mean, you can go and Google this. It's all over Zambian newspaper. They are talking about it. This is what is in their mouth now. And on top of this, there are older people who are actually saying that this man happens to be a serial cheater. So, actually, Martha got the man from cheating because the man also left his original wife for Martha. Yeah. And Martha will get pregnant and the baby will go. She could not get pregnant and, stay full term with this man. So there's so many stories to these things. There's so many things happening here. Okay. I'm going to say something about this story. And, when I was researching it and looking at it, the first thing that came to my mind is, please, women, do not be that desperate for marriage or even to stay in marriage. Do not in any way allow yourself to be, treated in such a way that you do not have self-value, you do not care for yourself, and you do not actually think that you have a self-worth. So a side chick called you and told you that you are not in the picture, that your husband to be or the person you are living with is actually giving her your private cars, staying over in her house, telling her that both of you are not there. Instead of you, I know you might say, okay, you're already pregnant, but what is it worth? Your self-worth? Marrying a man that does not have any regard for you? Staying in a marriage that the man doesn't even care for you? A man that while you are pregnant, that he should actually be taking care of you? He is doing this with a side chick, and you decide to stay back. Okay, so if you connive with the side chick, what will you guys do? Kill him? Or you bring her in? It doesn't make sense. Let's even say that this is a ritual that you planned with the pastor. What was the end of this ritual? To keep the man, to make the man stay with you, to make the man not go. Come on, a dog is a dog. A dog will go if he's going to go. A cheating man is a cheating man. A man does not have any regard for you. He's not going to have, if you like Chenam, he doesn't have a regard for you. We need to actually start having self-worth. We need to actually value ourselves more than the institution called marriage. This pastor had a beautiful wife. Not just, he has a beautiful family. And greed made him take money from a side chick to destroy another relationship. And he's here telling us to forgive, Zambian forgive. Can you imagine? And he has supported, Jesus. At the end of the day, there are people that will support nonsense. He has supporters. And they always start with, all of us have sinned. Oh, nobody has, no one is holy. Throw a stone. I will throw the stone. I'll be the first to carry that stone and throw. I will throw the stone. Enough of this blasphemous, ridiculous, and wicked act by people who are actually not called. They are hungry wolves pretending to be, pastors or man of God. How can you allow yourself to be used this way? You pretend to be the man's friend while you are a pastor, a fetish person, and you are staying in her house. And then, from what their family is saying, the story, they are going to court, so we'll go hear the whole story later. What actually happened? Because her story also makes sense. Because if you are admitting that you are paid by this woman, yeah, you are paid to do something. You are paid to charm her. You are paid to actually paint this picture. Maybe you lured her. I don't know what has happened. I do not know. But this story doesn't add up. So enough of this bashing. Read the story, put the pieces by yourself, and you find out that in the center of this story is a callous man who was treating this woman like shit, and she was desperate. Whether she decided to sleep with this pastor for ritual to keep this man, I don't know. And I don't think it's okay. Leave the marriage. Leave. Instead of staining your white, instead of staining yourself, instead of making yourself to be dirty because you want to stay in marriage, leave. Leave. Save your life than holding on to something that is not worth anything. When we get to heaven, there is no giving in marriage, there is no staying in marriage. The Bible said so. You are not going to know who husband be you or who boyfriend be you. We do not practice that in heaven. So why allow yourself to be, tied down by earthly rituals that does not warrant anything? Do you know the only reason for marriage is for procreation? That's just the reason. It's just because of children. And people has gone to the age whereby they don't even want to have any children, just want to leave. So this story is messy, but it shows a decay in our society where a man feels that he can treat anybody anyhow, and where a woman feels she has to do anything to keep the marriage because of what people will say. And where women, young women, will do anything to destroy a marriage, not knowing that karma will catch them. This is actually a story of karma. All of them involved, both the pastor, the man, the side chick, the pregnant woman, all of them are wicked. You guys are demonic. I'm telling you. And yet, Christianity is what has been brought to the mud. May God fight for his name. because you guys are disgracing it. That is my own conclusion to this story. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye bye.